Yo, good morning. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? This is your boy Q. Listen, you already know what time it is. It is already MTG Live. Bro, good morning. My co-host Hendrix is with me this morning. And what you got going on, bro? What's the deal?
I'm experiencing the dark side of the force.
I have no bail today. I have no bail. I have no I have
Well,
no bail.
what it is my body is sensitive to temperature changes. We have spring in the Texas, spring and fall in Texas. It's just all over the place. So I'm still in the bed. You know, I got the blanket over my head because my head is bald, and so my head is cold. Um, but I look like the old, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? The dude from Senator Palpatine from Star Wars.
Well, I was I really have never been a Star Wars fan. I don't know.
Mm,
I've never really liked Star Wars like that growing up. I like Star
mm,
Trek, even though it's nowhere near the same. But I mean, I was never a Star Wars guy because I think what's the name Ewok that thing hit the hell out of me, man. I ain't want to deal with nothing like a gremlin. I ain't want to deal with nothing a gold robot and some named Darth Vader. I mean, I never wanted to do that. That was just so bothersome to me. I don't know.
mm.
I
That's
don't
all.
know.
To each his own. I like it. I watched them all. But I just want to be goofy. So that's kind of one of my things. If I'm in a bad mood, if I'm feeling bad, if I can make somebody else giggle and laugh, it makes me feel a little bit better. So
Absolutely. Hey, Bridget. Hey, Bridget. Good morning. Hey, sis. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all liking our purple theme? I want to switch it up today. Purple means royalty. It's a color of royalty. And listen, we have someone royal that's going to be on the show with us on today, one of our special guests. But she's actually signing in at this moment, so she's getting in and getting everything together. But before we do that, I just wanted to again, we are definitely saying Breonna Taylor's name all the rest of this month. Of course, we have it flashing below the screen. Say her name, Breonna Taylor. Say her name because again, no one has been convicted in her wrongful death by law enforcement. No one, not one person from the nitty to the gritty has been convicted, and we will continue to keep her name in the atmosphere. And hopefully, that will continue to have someone in law enforcement somewhere with a backbone or with whatever to give her family some justice because they deserve justice for what happened to their loved one. And
mm,
we're gonna keep her name, out there in the atmosphere. So y'all, I know. I hope you guys don't ever get tired of us talking about Breonna Taylor because we'll never get tired of talking about one of our own, especially when things, go down like that. Yeah.
I got something to say.
What you got?
If black people kill cops at the same rate, there will be an uproar.
It would be, right?
So I just want to put that on people's minds. So if the script was flipped and black people were out killing cops, because most cop killers are not black. Look up the stats. I ain't got to lie to you. Most cop killers are not black. Now they make a big deal about it when a person of color does kill a cop, but most cop killers don't look like me and Q. They
Nope.
don't.
Nope, they don't. Nope, they
So
don't.
what I want to see is I just want to see what the public outcry will be if and when the role gets flipped. Now, I'm not justifying brutality against cops because I have family members that are cops,
Mm,
sheriffs, state troopers, but even they don't agree with this nonsense. But then again,
right.
there's probably a key link between officer and overseer. But that ain't me and I ain't that's gonna go too deep and I don't wanna go there this morning.
No, we can't go there this morning because we'll create a whole uproar. for Mo. When she, she finally popped her ass. Listen, everybody, viewer listener discretion is advised. This conversation, of course, our opinion is for entertainment only. Please do expect to be 21 years or older to participate, watch, and engage with us in these conversations because we don't need your mom and them calling us and emailing us talking about you or corrupting my child or or what are they doing looking at your show? We tell you all the time, viewer discretion is advised. And so, thank y'all so much again for jumping on. We also want to I want to take the time real quick. Thank you so much, guys, for about 120 texts on last year. I think I said that you guys can text us at 972-904-2398. That is for your for us. For if you have any questions, if you want to send us a letter, if you want us to do whatever you want to, whatever business opportunities for us, go ahead and text us. Thank you so much for that on last year. We still have a couple of letters that we hadn't even gone through. But however, we have a letter today. We got a letter today. It's gonna spark some conversation because, bro, I want to know how long should a person wait before they get married after they're engaged? But we'll get there in a minute. We'll get there in a minute. You propose to somebody, Richard. How long should they wait before it's time for y'all to get married? But we'll go there in a minute because Mo needs to be on here for this one, and I definitely want to hear our guest opinion on it as well. I'm gonna read the letter. The letter's crazy. So
I
I'm gonna
think
read.
people are gonna be shocked at my opinion.
They might be shocked in mine too. They might be shocked in mine. If y'all hear a little beeping and ping ping, that's me sharing broadcast. Make sure you share this broadcast with all your friends, family, and your fucking foes because we want everybody to see and hear us and get something from us. But let's go ahead and move on real quick. Bro, check this out. So I'm going to say this. First of all, I'm broadcasting from Houston, Texas. Shout out to Houston. Shout out to Houston. I am here in Houston for one of my best friend's birthday. And so it's good to be back in the city. It feels good to be back in the city. But I got to tell you something. I'm so sick and tired of these crazy driving ass people out here in Houston, Texas. I'm so sick of it.
I just hope you're not staying by the Galleria, dude, because Galleria is not the same. Galleria is hood now.
Man, I am in Willowbrook,
Oh,
actually.
okay.
I'm in Willowbrook.
Okay. Because when I
Yeah.
go to Houston, I used to stay, I always stayed by the Galleria because it was kind of center. So I could get to my friends, I could get to my family. And then if I want to go out and do something or people want to come link up, it's like, oh, yeah, going to the Galleria, that area, no biggie, nobody had a big deal coming to the Galleria area. Now, Galleria is hood in Houston. I was thoroughly disgusted.
It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you have to know what time it is. The star of the show is here. Let's welcome Miss Mo Swag. Good morning.
Hi, everyone. How are you doing? And you too, Q.
Wait a minute, Q. She 10 minutes late. She 5 minutes later than she usually is, but she got her hair and her lipstick on.
Hey,
I see you,
she
mom.
ready. She ready.
She late, but she ready.
She ready.
And
Mo
that's
late, but she ready.
and that's all that matters.
That's
you know,
all.
I think Mo still just adjusting to the use of time.
Yes,
Uh,
Lord.
you know, time is not one of those things that was invented when Mo was born, so
No,
it takes her a while to get it takes a while to get used to.
we didn't have the
Oh,
dial. We didn't have the dial. We didn't have the dial.
oh, I'm sorry, but I'm laughing and my body hurt.
Yeah, you may want to go ahead and get your meds, man, because you won't be cracking up in a few minutes when we start talking about these topics.
Mm.
Hey, Q, why are you
Yeah,
so back? Why are you so far from the microphone?
you can't hear me,
It's muddled.
is it?
Slightly, but yeah.
Oh wow. Well, hang on, let me check my volume here. Check the volume.
Are you in the bathroom or something?
No, I'm not Mo. I'm not in the bathroom.
because
I'm
it
actually
sounds.
I'm actually in the hotel, and I'm using the hotel Wi-Fi, and
Oh,
so hopefully, you know, that do what it needs to do. So real quick, Mo, you jumped on Happy Hour with Hendrix you did a takeover for Hendrix on last week. Tell us what you talked about. Did you enjoy yourself first of all?
oh, it was absolutely scary. To be on there by yourself is the scariest thing in the whole wide world. My goodness. If Hendrix had needed me to do it, I wouldn't have done it. It was too much. It's stressful. I was sweating. I was sweating cold sweat. But no, I had fun because I talked about my brain tumor removal, and how I discovered the brain tumor, and I showed them how I still have the hair from when they shaved your head off, which they didn't tell me that they were going to shave my hair. And I still have it, and it's like a whole bag of hair with the date on it and everything. So that's
Well, I
one of my
mean,
reminders, because I don't talk about it too much, except for and when I'm asked to speak at brain tumor organizations or speak to groups of women, because this meningioma that I had is it's more prominent amongst women.
Mm.
And if I may say so myself, women with a higher IQ than others. But typically, it's not found until you're dead.
mm,
And it can wreak havoc on your body, particularly, believe this or not, if you have a meningioma and you're a woman, you will, it adversely affects your fertility, but not in like infertile. Typically, women with meningiomas still have their menstrual cycles until 58 or 59.
Mm.
Yeah, so they have children at an older age,
mm.
really young or
Wow.
really old. So it's weird. But anyway, I had fun. It was scary. I don't know how you do it, Hendrix. I wouldn't do it every week. Couldn't do it. Ain't man
Mm.
enough. Mm-mm.
Well,
Wow.
Mo, you not man, and that's
Yeah.
okay.
And
That's
plus
okay.
you had Q, who didn't know what he was doing. He was smoking weed, I think, because I think he said somebody, is that a weed smell or something? That's what I caught when he was at his mama's house or something. Whose house was you at?
Can we switch the subject, please?
Oh,
So
okay. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Mo caught me when I had just had a visit from my plug, and the thing is that I walked in the house, and you know how like the aroma just fills the air, of wonderful essence of greenery. And my mother knows, of course, and so I said, "Whoo, I smell like," and she was like, "Now that don't make no damn sense." Yeah. Mo heard me say that. I didn't think she heard me. I didn't, I didn't think she heard me. Okay, so y'all, let's jump into it. Let's jump into it. We waiting on Stephanie to come in, and I hope she gets it right. She was just telling me, asking me, should she use her laptop or her phone? I told her to try her laptop and see. So hopefully she'll be in just a second. So, real quick, let's go ahead and get started, and then we're gonna get to the letter because I definitely want us to cover the letter before we jump off. Because Mo, I liked your answer yesterday, and I'm definitely intrigued on how the rest how me and Reggie kind of job on this one too. So real quick, Tracy Braxton, of course, let's get started there. Has passed away, and she passed away on last week. And so shout out to the Braxton family, Braxton friends, and everyone who loved her. I really, really like Tracy Braxton as it relates to her on the show. I did not meet her personally, but we have seen her perform with her sister a couple of times, and we've seen her on Braxton Family Values. And so I like Tracy, and like for real, like her character and things like that. So rest in peace, Tracy Braxton. Again, prayers for the entire Braxton family. Because losing a sibling is one thing I don't think that I would ever want to go through. Thank God my siblings are still here, but I don't know how I would survive life without one of my limbs. Because I think your siblings they make who you are. They're a piece of you, and if if God so happened to take one of them, I don't think I'll be able to function. You know what I'm saying? Never know, but I'm just saying, rest in peace, Tracy Braxton. Y'all got anything on that?
Yeah, I know. Like you said, I haven't lost a sibling either, but I'll tell you this. Like, I know I get irritated with my brothers and sisters. I do. They irritate the hell out of me, but I love them for that irritation because I think it's their way of reminding me that they're there. Because I'll get wrapped up in like life and stuff like that, and like they'll do little things to irritate the hell out of me, and I think they really just do it on purpose.
Probably so.
Hmm. See, my
Mm.
siblings don't irritate me anymore. They used to, but they don't anymore. And I guess because they go on about their business. I was at my mom's house and I looked at my nephew and I barely recognized him because I hadn't seen him in so long. And I was like, dang, you growing, man. I mean, that they're there, but the last time you see the kids or your siblings or something like that, that's the last picture you have in your brain, when you saw them in person, and so yeah, that's got to be hard for them.
Yeah.
That's got to be hard for them.
Reggie, I irritate Reggie. I irritate my brother every day. I call him every day.
Hmm.
Every,
I,
every day.
I think that's just a sister thing. I,
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
honestly do. So let me ask you this, Mo: is he older than you?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then one time, Reggie, he didn't answer me for like 3 days. And I left a message. I said, if you don't call me back within 30 minutes,
And that's probably
oops,
exactly what the message did.
there it go. What happened?
It froze, Mo.
Where it go?
Mm.
You there? Can you hear me?
We just saw a mouthful of Mo.
You can't hear me.
We can hear you.
That's how you look.
I hate you.
Mo left.
Mo, fix your shit. Fix your shit, Mo. Fix your shit. All right, bro. Let's go ahead and move on with the show, real quick. Let me see. There was something else I wanted to talk about. I ain't gonna like I said, I ain't gonna keep it too serious on today. But wait a minute, what was that thing at? I guess we'll go here. I guess this is what we'll do. We'll okay, Mo is back. Y'all get her back in. Mo, you there? Can you hear Mo?
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But this way you look, you ticking.
Turn your Wi-Fi off, Mo.
Mo,
Oh,
can you?
hold on.
Lord, where is the producer? Well, while Mo is getting herself together, bro. So this came in on yesterday. Actually, thank you so much for newsbreak.com. Thank you so much for this article. What's happening is, Reggie, the House passes the Crown Act banning race-based hair discrimination. The House passed legislation on Friday that will prohibit discrimination against people with hairstyles associated with a particular race or national origin. Lawmakers passed the bill titled Creating a Respectful and Open World for Natural Hair, or the Crown Act, largely along party lines. The vote 235 to 189. Only 14 Republicans joined Democrats in the support of this measure. House Democrats have originally put the bill up for a vote back in late February, and what happens is that it seems that this has been definitely a controversial issue. However, it has failed to pass the GOP. Reggie, this is the third time that they tried to do it, but they were successful this time. But the GOP has rejected it two times prior. So now, some people, in a sense, may think that this is a celebration. I don't consider it a celebration. I consider it bullshit. I consider it a waste of ink and paper. And let me tell you why. Not for the purpose of what it's for, but for the simple fact that why the fuck I need a law to tell me how to wear my hair.
Hell, we need a law to make sure that we treated equally because of our skin color.
That's what I'm saying. Why
It,
why do Mo? Why you got to have a law mode for them to say you can wear your hair natural? I don't understand it. I don't understand that. Help me understand it. Am I the only one that feel that way, or that's a waste of ink to me? No one can help how they're born and their God given abilities and how they look, all that stuff. And you mean tell me you have to pass a law for you to say it's okay for me to wear my hair a certain kind of way?
look here, Q. You have to remember, in this country, it was once thought that it was actually legal for black people to be killed and barbecued and lynched in public.
Exactly.
They had to put laws in place to outlaw that. Um, there is a sense of superiority by those that are of European descent, that they feel that those of African descent are lesser than they are. This is ingrained in the culture of this country, and you cannot change it overnight. And people think that, oh, we've made so much progress. But please remember that slavery existed in this country for almost 500 years. And it has not been anywhere close since slavery even ended. So, yes, you're going to take laws.
Reggie, I'm just trying to figure out because I'm with you on that. But see, even with the slavery, when our great auntie, uncles, grandmothers, grandfathers, Mo, and Mo, she was right there as a little girl, Mo plant cotton seed. The thing is that I'm trying to figure out though, Mo, when they sent them children to school, when they sent them white kids to school, Mo, didn't we call them white people out? Didn't we comb their hair? So how else was it gonna comb it? Like ours. Like we would comb ours. Like we would fix ours. So we got to have an act for us to wear our hair the way that we fix our own hair. But you like the way that we did yours. And then now you got folk running around imitating and they can go to work looking any kind of way, but they don't have no act. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Listen, everybody, real quick, our guest is having issues logging in. So I am going to take us to a quick commercial. When I come back, Mo, you ready for your moment?
Okay.
When we come back, what I'm going to do is I am going to call our guests, kind of figure out, do some tech, some little troubleshooting and things like that, kind of see if I can get her in. And then we're going to talk about this letter that we got. And if I didn't say earlier, today's show is titled Decisions, Consequences, and Conclusions. No, that's just kind of what I thought about when it came to that letter. So... So when we come back, it'll be Mo's moment. Mo will talk to you guys for a few moments, and then I'm gonna work on getting our guests in. Then we're gonna go into our letter, and then we're gonna let you guys have a great day. So you guys hang on just a second. Let me take us a break. And Mo, you be ready for your moment, and we are praying to God that your stuff don't mess up while you're in the process of having your moment. We'll be right back.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Mo's Moment, which shouldn't take very long. But on this when I'm talking about Mo's Moment on this, and I'm not gonna say issue, attitude. This on this segment of Mo's Moment, we're gonna talk about education ain't easy. Education ain't easy, and I know I'm not supposed to use the word "ain't" if I'm talking about education, but I can say education may be difficult for more difficult for some than others. But what I'm coming to, and what I need you to understand, is that edu- education ain't easy. Nothing worth having is easy. If something is easy to God, it's never fulfilling. But when it comes to your children, and this is just a suggestion, when it comes to your children, could you take the extra effort to utilize your time and your monies to assist your children? So here are some examples. Instead of buying those bundles, could you buy some books? Instead of worrying about the lashes, could you get them a library card? Instead of worrying about the movies, can you get them some math help? We're coming up on the summer, people. We're coming up in the summer. You still should have started this in January looking for camps. There are many different types of camps. There are Weight Watcher camps. There are math camps. There are STEM camps. There STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math camps for children. Their theater camps. Anything that your child has an interest, has stated they have an interest, or have shown an interest, or have shown that something that they like to do, there are camps for that. Could y'all do that? Could you look into that? Could you use that tax refund for that instead of standing in line at Gucci? Could you do that? Could you worried about a Fendi, or worried about a Rolex, or worried about getting a car with them paper tags on it and then 3 months later it's repoed? Could you really, really, really worry about that? And then someone told me that the the STAR test was coming up, of course, and that their kid is really stressed out about it. So why don't you go, if you're in the state of Texas, and go to the TEA, T for Tom, E for every, A for Apple website, and look at the previous, get copies of the previous website. Get copies of the previous test. So the test from 2008, 2009, 2001, and allow your child to, I don't know, practice. They give you the test questions and they give you the answers. I just want people to understand that education ain't easy, but that the teachers are not responsible for if your child fails or thrives. You are. That was Mo's Moment. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.
Thank y'all. Thank you, Mo. We sure appreciate you and your moment. Thank you so much. And I'm still working with our guests. But in the meantime, I want you in here just to keep everybody company. Mo, you know how to talk. Just keep going. I'm trying to get our guests in real quick, and you know how we do it. Reggie,
I,
you got
yeah,
the.
I had something on Mo's Moment.
Okay. I'm gonna let y'all have your moment, and then I'll be right back. I'm gonna pull myself out.
Like
Okay.
I I can only totally agree with you, Mo. One of the things that has been discouraging because my whole life plan, right, was to retire from corporate America between 45 and 46, right? That's been my whole plan, and to become an educator. And honestly, after this pandemic and seeing the way that, you know, parents expect teachers to raise their children and educate them, I'm completely turned off.
Mm.
And it's a sad thing because I feel like I would bring a lot of knowledge, experience, and representation to high school math or science, where I could actually educate the children and then show them that, hey, I've walked this path that you might want to go down. I've lived it, and then I've gotten away from it to come back and educate you because I feel like that's important. And honestly, I've been turned off by the parents.
Hmm.
So that is not even this is what I need parents to understand. The reason that we don't have a lot of teachers, the reason that we don't have educators in mass that actually care about educating your children and they just don't want a paycheck, the reason is the parents.
That's it.
I have been completely turned off. I still am in contact with teachers that I had in middle school, high school, college, because they actually were passionate. They love to see, hey, you know, you've done this, this, and this in your career. And I thank them. Now they don't want much. Like I know a couple of teachers were like, well, baby, if you really want to thank me, buy me some supplies for my class. You
Mm-hmm.
really want to thank me. Don't take me out to lunch. Do
Mm-hmm.
something to help the next generation.
Mm-hmm.
That's encouraging. But they also tell me that times have changed, and when a teacher could call, like they would threaten to call my parents. That's all it took was the threat. Now these kids don't give a damn because they know their parents ain't gonna do shit. And
What?
again, it's a bunch of soft ass parents raising a bunch of soft ass entitled kids that want them to have everything and don't want to work for shit. And I be damned if I spend all my time and stress myself out to raise some funky ass kids that I didn't even birth.
Well, let me give you an example. Listen to this. Now, this, I'm glad you laying down because you be pissed off. So I do threaten. See, I got their parents' numbers. And the hardcore ones, I got their parents' number. And then I'll take my phone up there. I said, do you want me to call your mama or your daddy? Then they straighten up. Another one, I know his mama telephone number by heart. What that tell you? He a senior. And then he won't focus in class, and then I'll start with 972 515. Then he'd be like, what I do? Exactly. I got one student whose grandma done gave me a recipe for pound cake.
Mm.
I done called so much. But what I hate is that when you got those parents who want to complain, but they want to complain about the system, but they don't want to help out in the system. So why are you giving the wrong information on when you have to sign up your kid, register your kid? You're giving the wrong telephone number on purpose. So when the school calls, you don't have to be bothered.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to know why your child don't do their work. Because they're learning how not to do their work from you.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're upset when someone tells you, okay, here's a packet. I need them to finish this over spring break. Over spring break, we're gonna go on vacation. Okay, well, you go on vacation, you can still do it. You got Wi-Fi. Well, we might not have Wi-Fi, but can you use your phone though? Can you use your phone?
Mm-hmm.
Can you use
You
your phone?
buy these kids $1,000 phones and don't you only want them to play games and shit.
Right,
Mm-mm.
right, right. And see, this we're at a point where the parents are worried about the books that are trying to ban books. But I tell people all the time, I say, don't get distracted by that because they're not reading the books.
Mm-mm.
They're
Nope.
not reading the banned books. They're not reading the unbanned books. They're not reading the blue books, the green books, or the yellow books. They're not reading. They're not
Mm-mm.
reading. And one person came to me and said, well, I don't like how hard you're speaking to my student, my child. And I said, you know what? I do understand that. And you know what I did?
Right.
They got to get out of my class.
And here's the thing, Mo, and I just posted this on my social media today.
Mhm.
And now I understand why I'm getting all these random ass requests on my Instagram page because I'm not on social media like that, and my Instagram page is private. So I cute and put our Instagram information up in the little messages and move it in the commercials, but that's okay. That's another topic for another day. But I put up this post today that says we are living in a time where intelligent people are silenced be- so they don't offend ignorant people.
Right.
I'm sorry, it's too many of y'all ignorant mofos out there. You want to skim through something and think you're an expert in 15 minutes. I have 20 plus years of experience in corporate America, plus my education, that I can
Mhm.
run circles around you. I don't have fancy tagline or some quick synopsis because science and engineering don't work like that. I'm sorry. You want to follow these little snapshots little snippets and think that's all it is to it. When half of y'all think that there's only three phases of matter.
See, I mean, I go through Reggie, I want you to come to my class, and I got a really nice, comfortable chair for you to sit in the corner, and you can charge your devices and just have them on your lap. Because one person, help me, Jesus, help me, Holy Ghost, one person, and he probably didn't get this he probably got it from his mama, said, well, you know what, we really don't have to this information really isn't that important. You don't use this in life. And I said, well, that's probably why your people's lives are so screwed up, because they didn't use it. It's bad. Okay, IT man, did you get them done, taken care of?
Yes. Our special guest is here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring her on in just a moment. But before I do, I just want to let you know, if you in the Houston, Texas area, take your behind on over to Chimney Chance and get you some Kool-Aid. That's all I want to say.
You know what? That was one of the things about Houston that I never understood. Asian restaurant has some of the best fried chicken and best Kool-Aid in the city.
Kool-Aid.
Because they research their market.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, our young lady that's coming on today. First of all, she is a former co-host, former host of her own show at the After Party Radio, and not only that, she is an author. She is a business owner, and she is a all-around young lady. She's funny as hell. She's sweet as hell. This is kind of like a flashback for us. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, introducing Miss Stephanie Hall is in the building. You guys
hey, I know who you are now. Hey, you
good
on
morning.
Mute.
You on mute. We got you on mute.
Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Doing good. Well, okay, so wait a minute. You all sexy today? What's going on? What's going on?
Oh, this is what you do when you own multiple companies and you gotta do it like that. You gotta be a little sexy.
It's so good to see you.
Yes.
Thank you too.
I remember the MLK parade. You was acting a fool. We had a blast at the MLK parade.
Yes. Good days. I miss those days. Good days. We need a reunion, right?
Well, with some people.
How's everybody doing?
We can reunion. We have a reunion with some people.
Oh, okay. I'm mad I'm in that part.
Okay, so
awesome.
before we get into this foolishness and foolishness, tell us what you've been doing. Tell us about your businesses. Give yourself a quick plug. Let us know what you're doing. What you got going on.
Okay, well, I'm gonna make it short. I have a security company. We've been going strong. I've been doing security over 20-some years, but I've been having my own company legitly. Is that a word? I've been having my own company for about 6 years. So we do private events, bodyguard, all that. We're known. We're getting out there. I have over 100 employees, so
wow.
We're doing our thing. Since COVID hit, I got 100.
What?
I
said you have 100 employees. That is awesome.
Since COVID hit, at first I had 203. Since COVID hit, so it's packing back up. So we're all over the Metroplex: Irving, Grapevine, Louisville, Arlington. We're everywhere. I got a lot of people. I got a lot of business and people looking for security. So
I'll be sending about 3 or 4 cops.
Give me some reference. Okay.
Yeah, I got 3 cops.
We're so glad to have you on. I hate that you had those.
Thank you. I'm glad to be on.
Yeah, but we gonna have you on again for a full show.
Thank you.
We're gonna have you on again for a full
Look, I
show.
know, right?
But that's okay
Thank
because
you. I
those te-
apologize, y'all.
those technical difficulties sometimes be happening, and it don't matter, because we just be as patient as we can.
Right. That's that this iPhone experience. What am I doing?
All right, all right. Let's get to it. So I have a letter that came in on this letter came in on Thursday actually of last week, and so we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
read this letter. And again, now listen, y'all, I ain't responsible for the shit that y'all send. Okay, I'm not responsible for this. I'm letting you know. I just read what you're saying. That's it. All right. Now I decided to call this letter. What did I name this letter? Because I have to give it a name.
Dummy.
Mo, stop. It ain't time for your opinions yet, Mo. It ain't time yet. Okay, I changed the name. I said yes. Then he changed his mind. I said yes. Then he changed his mind. Here we go. MTG crew. I am Lola, and I am hailing all the way from Memphis, Tennessee. Shout out to Memphis. Shout out to Memphis. I love Memphis. Let's get some food ready. We gotta go get some
Yes.
barbecue rub from Memphis. Anyway, listen, I have a problem. This is what she say. After 2 years of being in a relationship, my boyfriend Darian finally proposed to me, and I was so excited. He told me to do anything I wanted to do to plan our dream wedding. He even wanted to help. All right, now Mo, listen. I was so shocked that he wanted to help. That's so not the case in my first marriage. So I set a date for June 2025. He said that was way too far off, and if we didn't get married sooner, he would change his mind. I set the date anyway, not thinking about what he said to me. A couple of weeks ago, he asked for his ring back, and that he was not ready for no, he was not ready for a long engagement. He was ready for a long marriage commitment. I really don't know what to do. Should I give his ring back, or do I do what my man needs me to do? Please help Lola. And that's her name, Lola.
Ladies, I'm gonna let y'all step in on this one first.
Yeah, Stephanie, I'm gonna do you like this. I'm gonna put you in my place, and we'll
Okay.
have you got. Yeah, you are guest. I want to hear what you think about that. How long is too long after you're engaged to get married?
Well, I mean, what's the hold up with her? Because if you love a person, I mean, do it. Because my last marriage, we met in February. We moved in the end of April. We got married September, and a year later he passed. I mean, but if you love a person, I don't care how long you've been with a person, you still don't know that person. I was married 25 years to my children's father. I still didn't know him. Right now today, I still don't know him. You don't know everything about a person because people change like the weather. So if you love him, what's the hold up? It seems like it's something she ain't letting go.
Hmm.
I mean, I believe if you love him, I mean, if I meet a man now, look, I'm getting older. Hey, baby, okay, we get to know each other as we go. 30 days, 45 days, let's do it. I mean, it's like a one night stand. You go meet a person, you have one night stand. I mean, what's the hold up? Because they're still having one night stands. I don't, but you know. So what's the hold up? my thing keeps jumping in. I mean,
Okay.
it's on her.
Mo,
Mo,
what
what
you
you
got?
got?
Mhm.
I think she's just stupid because she ain't listening to him. The man said he didn't want a long engagement. She trying to do
Yeah.
2025
Right.
because I got to look at the calendar. I think she's trying to do June 25th, 2025, which is stupid. She need to do I need to get married as soon as possible because this is a second marriage. But you know what? She need to get a ring back because she's not listening to him on the little things. So she's not going to be listening to him on the big things. And did she give you, I know her name is Lola out of Memphis, but did she give you his name? Because I got some girlfriends who are single in Memphis and I just might not. I need to.
No, she didn't put his name. That she probably did that on purpose too. She probably did it on purpose.
Well, let's call her, let's text her back or email her and say, well, what's his name? So Mo can give him to somebody else who wants him and who listens. Because I got some girlfriends in Memphis who will meet him on today and get married. They'll have a June wedding at the courthouse for $85. And it's still legit as an $80,000 wedding. So you know what? She don't deserve him. She's stuck on stupid. So that's why I said the big dummy. Next, we ain't talking about her no more. She done messed up the vibe.
Oh,
Stephanie, am I right? Stephanie, am I right? She done messed up.
You're right, baby. Look, I travel to Memphis. See? I'm in between relationships. I travel.
But you know what, Mo, I have to agree. I have to agree with y'all. I really do. I agree with y'all. Now, I asked the question: how long should you wait until? How long should you wait after you be engaged to get married? Some people think that you should have a long, drawn out engagement. I'm like, why though? Like if you love a person, like Stephanie said, if you love a person, y'all been together all this time, Mo, right? Y'all been together, and then you got women out there pissed off and mad because they've been in relationships for 10, 13, 20 years. He ain't gave, the only ring that he gave him is a ring around the eye or a funion. And then you would sit back and then you be like, oh, okay then, my man, he don't love me. But then you have somebody that actually says, listen, hey, I even help you plan it. I help you plan your wedding. Let's get married, baby. Let's do it. You take that time to get to know them so you can move into that progression. And I think people don't like to progress in their relationships for whatever reason, because maybe she's still thinking about the ex-husband. Maybe she want a man that ain't gonna participate and do nothing with her or for her. And you know, a lot of women are like that. Let me give you an example. Reggie, last night went to the karaoke bar. Over in by the Galleria. Like you said, ghetto. At the karaoke bar, long story short, I went and got a round of drinks for my friends. It was her birthday. So it was three of us, grabbed the drinks with her, was talking. This young lady walked up next to me, and you know how the ladies do it, walk next to you, and I looked, and the bartender was like, which one you were first? I said, I was first, but ladies first, right? This tramp, yeah, I called her a tramp. This tramp, Mo, had the audacity to have not only her drink, but her homegirl's drink and the two dudes behind them. So I looked and I said, hold up. I said, you could go in front of me for you, not them. So 10, give me my Texas tea and two Dos Equis and a shot of Hennessy. Give it to me and you can help them out. And to me, women have an issue with taking advantage of men that are good to them. And my problem with that is the fact that you sit back and someone was genuinely enough to pull your door open for you or to do some things for you, and then you try to take advantage of the whole situation. First of all, I'm old school. You ain't gonna do that to me. If I let you go first, get you a drink or whatever. Even if your homegirl is next to you, that's fine too. But not you and two more dudes and another chick. And Reggie, one more thing. Why are the guys letting the ladies get their drinks? What is the problem with that?
Wait,
I don't get that.
Q, hold on. This right here, all these situations is where you have to definitively distinguish the differentiation between a lady and a female. Because ladies, you might get upset with me, but I'm gonna tell you something. Women in their mid-30s, early 40s, early 50s. Y'all remember that song, Jagged Edge, Meet Me at the Altar in Your White Dress? man was telling, hey, let's get married. He ain't
Mhm.
said nothing about block, partying, playing. He said, meet me at the altar in your white dress. That's all I need you to do, sweetie. What you need to understand about a man is that a man, if and when a man wants you, it ain't got nothing to do with everything else you got going on in your life. He wants you. All of
Mhm.
all of that
Mhm.
isn't necessary. He just wants you. The problem is you've been so used to males and not men that when you get a man, you don't even know how to recognize it. And it goes in both directions. It's a lot of males out here that don't recognize a woman and they used to dealing with females. That's where you have to understand and know what you want.
Mhm.
Because what will happen is when you figure out and you find what you want, time is not a problem. Because the last time I checked, I have known people that have known each other for 6 months before they got married, and they've been married 20 years. I've known people that known each other 15 years, got married, and were divorced in 3. See, time is what you make of it. Honestly, I don't have time to waste. This man gave you and was leading you in a direction which you wanted to go. You letting your ignorance and your hangups cause you to miss out on a blessing. And I'm done.
Ms. Montgomery says, I wonder if there is something in her history that made this man to, I guess, to walk away, so quick to walk away. It's almost like he had his mind made up as if to say, let me call her bluff and say, let me see how serious she is.
No,
No, no, no, no,
no,
no, no.
no. Hold on. Let me get this one, Q. Let me get this one. Look here. When you have a man that is leading and you have a man that is leading, he is not going to wait around for you to get your shit together. It's come on right now. I don't care about you having your shit together. I will take care of that later, but we going in this direction. A man that is leading, don't worry and don't wait on those that ain't gonna follow. He gonna go on about his direction and he's gonna lead and go. See, real leaders don't wait for everybody to follow. Real leaders will make shit happen because they know the direction they want to go in, and it's like get on, get down, or get gone. See, a real man that's leading ain't gonna wait on everybody to follow you, because when you lead, you take care of those that are following you, period.
She also says, I think that you are looking at a man who has reached the age where he is ready to get married, regardless of it's her or someone else. She's going to look up and that man will be married next year. I won't blame him. I mean, to be
That
honest with you, I'm just saying this right here. Miss Montgomery said, okay, my bad, Deacon Hendricks.
But see, Stephanie, look, Stephanie, this is what I don't think people understand in
Yes.
relationships is that women are more
Mhm.
emotional, men are more methodical. I mean, I understand men fall in love with the woman and da 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 da, but a man chooses a woman who will compliment him and they
Mhm.
can see the future. Now, men don't marry the trophy piece. They have arm candy all the time. But when you see
Mhm.
men, sometimes people will see men like,
Mhm.
why would he marry her? And I always tell them because she uplifts him and because at that point of life, that's what he needs. Now he can have the hoe, the tramp, the trick, everybody on his arm. Because let me tell you, Q, that's what you ran into in the club. Because never have I ever stood up at a
Right.
bar to get a drink or anything and I was there with a man. See, never have I ever opened my own car
Mhm.
door. See, I don't understand it because my nails might
Mm-mm.
be. I go to the corner store and I don't even open up the door. I got men with their pants down to their knees. Talking about,
Mm-mm.
let me open this one. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I can't believe you did that for me. I feel so great. I've had men get out of the way
What
in
side of
life.
town you live in?
Baby, baby, the hill, baby. Come over here at the corner store. Yes,
Okay.
yes, baby. Come at the corner store. Come at the corner store. But yeah, but I mean, I really, really, I she's in a sad situation, but the ladies at the bar with you Q's is a sad situation. And Reggie is so right. Those are females. Those are not women. Because women check other women.
Right.
Women check other women. My girls check me. I check my girls. My girl was complaining about her husband. I said, whoops. I said, isn't he making 6.5 times more than you? And isn't that house in your name as well? And didn't he just buy you a new car? I said, and you mad because y'all gotta go to Oklahoma this weekend?
You wanna argue?
I said, you need. Oh, okay, that's it. I said, I love him. I love him. I said, what you need to do is, I told her, I said, shut your mouth, get in that car, and ride and shut up. I said, you shut up and get in there. But what?
And every now and then rub that leg. Okay, baby.
Yes, indeed. That's what you have to tell her. But see, they don't know because I guess when you 15 years older than your child, and when your mama is 15 older than you, and your grandma, and when y'all all can go to the club, then we got a problem.
Mo, no joke. Last night, it was like a couple of mother daughters that was up in the karaoke bar. I get it was set up like a club, I guess, but it was more like we was in a private karaoke room in the back. But then the main piece, it was a bar right in the middle, and everybody was around it. So I guess you could set up like a club, but yeah, Mo, I agree with you. It's sad to see that some women or some females don't recognize the fact that it's not about what you think you, in a sense, want, but it's what you would like to accomplish and what you need, and vice versa for the guy. I just don't understand why you would want, if this man come to you and say, "Will you marry me?" and you say, "Yes, I'll marry you." I want to marry you 3 years later, but y'all been in a relationship for 2. So that math don't add up, Mo. Maybe Mo got a point. Maybe she wants to get married June 25th, 2025 on their 5th anniversary. I don't know, but I'm with Mo. I wouldn't wait. I mean, I'm with the young man. I wouldn't wait on get my ring back. I get my shit so I can go, cause you ain't fit to pawn my shit, and you ain't fit to be flossing my shit. Walking around here.
Give it back. Give the ring back.
Right.
We have 59 minutes.
All right, everybody, we are at 59 minutes. Yeah, it's time for us to roll. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna invite Miss Stephanie back once again. I want her to come on back in. We're gonna get her in. I think we might have a tech issue. So we're gonna do that, whatever the case is.
It was technical difficulty.
But before we go, I want you guys to give some great word of encouragement, and then I'm gonna shut us on down. So I got a full day today. So Stephanie, it's a pleasure to see you again. Welcome back to the show. We're gonna have you
likewise
back very, very, very soon, and so we can talk about some more of this bum foolery that we got going on. But if you don't mind giving our listeners and our viewers some encouraging words on today before we leave.
Okay, I'll make it quick. Love one another. When someone is doing something and you don't like, show them love, because a lot of time when you show love, that make a person's mind that's corrupt to think different about you, no matter how a person treats you. Like they said, turn the other cheek. You only have 2 cheeks up, 2 cheeks down. But I learned I just keep turning my cheek. I keep turning it, because the love I'm showing for them, I mean, I'm getting the love from somewhere else. So I'm going to do you right. Even though you do me wrong, I'm going to do you right. So someone's going to go out there, karma comes around. But just love one another, because right now we really need to embrace each other. We really do.
Absolutely.
And I love y'all.
We love you too. Thank you so much for coming. We should appreciate it.
Thank you.
Mo,
Thank you for having me.
We love
Thank
absolutely,
you.
absolutely. We're gonna have you back on. I'm calling you. We gonna get it set up back up and have you come on back on. Mo, 3 seconds.
I
Go.
know how to do it now. I'm ready.
educate your people, educate your children. Stop buying bundles and buy books.
Yes.
Stop worrying
Yes.
about your lashes and take them to the library. I got
Reggie, you got anything?
Yeah, I got
Good
some.
one.
Some people might not like it, but it's gonna be what it was. It's gonna be what it is. When I grew up, we had Wonder Woman. Nowadays, you have to wonder if it's a woman.
Oh.
And you know what? Yeah. Thank you everybody for watching and watching and listening. We sure appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. If I had to give you guys an encouraging word on today, listen, do me a favor. Common sense ain't so common, y'all. So do me a favor and don't be so common. Common sense ain't so common.
Bye.
So do us a favor and don't be so common. So we see y'all later. God bless you. Peace out and stuff out like that. Enjoy your Saturday. I'm not sure what the weather is in Dallas, but do us a favor and be safe in what you do. And we will see you guys on the flip side. Peace.